Soul Tribe. How's that? How's it going? Happy Friday to those who are watching on Friday, or happy whatever day you're watching. These are timeless reads, so it doesn't matter. Hello, hello. If you're new, welcome. My name is Kelly. Thank you for joining, everybody. If you are new, do consider subscribing and becoming part of the tribe. This way you never miss a message. And anyways, so let's get into this. Let's see what energies we have for today and, well, the next few days. Today and the next couple of days, because it is Friday, so I don't do these on the weekends. So it's kind of like a Friday edition, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's just see what's going on. Again, these are timeless reads, so it doesn't matter when you watch them. If you clicked on them, if you clicked on it, there's very well a message in here somewhere for you. And they are general reads, so they may not resonate for all of you. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay? Death card. Well, this is good. If you haven't watched the last few, yesterday's in particular, it was all about change and a part of each of us that is metaphorically dying or has died, and we're starting anew, right? We're starting, that part of us isn't part of us anymore. So check it out, because it does talk about, this is a you're shedding a part of yourself. It's just not, you're a part of yourself that wasn't really part of yourself per se, but was almost like it was placed upon you by other people, family, friends, something maybe from your past. All right, let's see what else we have. There's the same card in the same position. All right, we're going to get to this part later. 2 sevens here. So some of us may still be going through this transitional thing, okay? There's something, it's like living a lie is what I hear, living a lie. But with the 7 of Cups here, you have options, but it's almost like you're not sure which one to pick, but make sure you think about this, because it's not the devil card, but I almost feel like there's some temptation to choose something that looks better than it really is. With the 7 of Cups, potentially it could be a love situation, but it doesn't have to be. The Death card is a Scorpio card, so if you're dealing with a Scorpio, again, it doesn't have to be, but just be a little leery of that, or maybe a relationship is dead and gone now. But we have the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands again, and this time the 7 of Wands. Ooh, and the Star card. There's a wish come true here. Some healing and a wish come true. There's you've learned something very important, but it's being dedicated. Dedicated to something you want in your life. Now, with the Page, with the Pentacles, it's usually a job. It could be a health thing or a home thing, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's something that's going to make you feel more secure and stable with your life and in yourself. And with this Queen of Wands again, feeling the power, not letting other people, you've shifted. You're not letting other people dictate to you how you should be, or you feel like you may have to defend yourself, but you're in a good position and say, listen, this is my life and I'm going to do what I want to do. Sorry, probably rattling the table. There's the 4 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. You're taking a chance on something. And the 4 of Pentacles, taking a chance of letting go, and something that's putting a damper on your life, that's making you feel kind of like it's a stalemate. Like, I need more to my life than what's happening right now. All right, so take a look at your life, and if you're feeling a little meh, there's something in your life that is out of balance, something that doesn't belong there, that needs to change. Okay, let's see what we have as, we had this yesterday, the end of a cycle. Not in that position. I believe it may have been here. Not sure though. This is I love this, because these are Russian cards, by the way. And this is Meep. I love that Meep. You guys ever watch Jersey Shore? They used to do that all the time on there. Yes, I used to watch that. It is what it is. I usually like more intellectual programming, but I did watch that. I guess when I just felt like watching something stupid, didn't want to have to think. This is with the Wheel of Fortune. This is the turning point in your life. There's something that's happening for a lot of you in the collective. Now, again, that may not be all of you, but there's maybe a good amount of you. There's something in your life that is changing. You're starting to shift, and it's turning in your favor. Though it's a turning point for you. Again, this channel is all about empowerment. So let's see what we need to focus on here. It's hurt, and it was pretty harsh. It cut you in the heart there. But with the Three of Swords, you're now starting to realize where it's stemming from, and taking some time to heal. You're going to need time to heal from it, whatever it may be. You're not going to just get over it lickety split. What's underneath all of this energy? The High Priestess. This is all happening for a reason. It's in order for you to be more in touch with your higher self, to be more aware of your higher self, to trust yourself, to trust your intuition. There's something that's happened that has taken you out of, oh, my elbow lock, taking you out of an energy of thinking that it was your external things happening in your life or people in your life that were causing this, when really it was inside of you. Now, I'm not saying that there wasn't some sort of disappointment, because, sometimes things happen, life happens, and we have to deal with it. But, if you dwell on it, then your life is going to kind of be in a bad vibe, and just, it's going to bring in bad vibrational things. Whereas if you take the time to just try and heal from it and see the value in it, it's hard. I know it's hard, but that's what we're at right now. So the past energies, in the recent past, the Lovers. Now, it could be a love, again, it could be a love situation. It doesn't have to be. But the six of, the Lovers, which is a six card, it's peace and harmony. The sixes are peace and harmony. And it's finding the harmony within what you're feeling that also links up with what you're thinking. That what you're doing in the material world is actually balancing with your spiritual world. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I'm guilty myself, so I'm not judging. Sometimes we get caught up in the material world and think that material things are going to make us happy. And sometimes they can temporarily, but they're not going to fill a void. If you aren't happy with yourself, if you aren't in touch with your soul, you can have an empty soul, a dark feeling inside, and still have all these, nice car, nice house, whatever. Um, it's a commitment to the spiritual world, your higher self. And with this High Priestess here, your soul, I think, is telling you something. Pay attention. Okay. I hope that made sense. We have a lot of major arcana here. We have the Temperance card. It's taking a bad situation and reconstructing it. So it's like, yes, this happened. Now what am I going to do with this? Like, it's having a lump of clay, you know? It's like someone says, here's a gift, and they give you a lump of clay, and you're like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? You can manipulate that clay and manipulate it into something much more beautiful than a lump of clay. I don't know. It sounds weird, but it's taking something that doesn't look so great by at face value, and you're the ultimate alchemist, taking the energies, bringing in with this the Lovers card and this Temperance card. Again, being at peace. There's peace here. Being at peace with this change, looking at it and going, This is something that was meant to happen. Sorry, OCD, my cards are sticking out. This is something that was meant to happen. And now it's giving me the opportunity for something bigger and better. So something bigger and better is coming. With the major arcana, there's something huge that's going to happen here. There's the tower. It's time to reconstruct. Okay, so the tower looks kind of like, holy crap, my world's falling apart. Maybe it feels that way. But what the universe is doing, believe me, I'm going through this right now. I'm trying so hard to follow this. What the universe is showing you is what's going on in your life ain't working. It ain't working. You may think it is. You may look the other way. You may pretend. La 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 la. You can justify anything you want to in life. But the universe is having something happen, or has had something happen in your life, that is going to, and if you don't heed the warning, I mean, you can go along and just pretend like everything's fine and dandy, but there's going to be something that's going to stop you in your tracks, and it's going to show you, no, this isn't the way your life is meant to be. This isn't the contract we signed. You signed this contract, and this is not what we agreed to. um, and the universe is not trying to be harsh. They're not doing it to you. It's happening. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you, to show you something. Because for some of us, again, myself included, maybe we just can't see it. We're mortals. The universe knows better for us. And it's up to us, though, to make the decisions. Okay, so again, death. This is something that's ending in your life for a reason. Let's do. These are very interesting little cards. They're about the size of, and they're not available anymore. So, I mean, I can do a video if you want to see them, just to show you. But I feel kind of bad because they're not available. And right after um, I got these, I get a lot of stuff on Amazon, and I don't know if Amazon puts stuff on there that like is maybe they only have a few left, or they just want to get rid of their stock, and they put it on there because then right after it was gone. And I was so glad because I had looked at them for a long time, and right after I got them, I disappeared. All right, anyway, but they're funky little cards, and I like them. Um, okay, the World card. Ace of Cups, peeps. Ace of Cups. You are becoming the star of your own. I don't know if I'm going to say show, a musical. You are becoming the star of your own show. It's like you are now seeing the light. You're at peace again. The Ace of Cups is being at peace. There's something that you've made peace with that is allowing you to fill your own cup. It's like your heart is so full, it's just radiating everywhere. I think I just hit the microphone, sorry. And so with this 3 of Swords, hmm, death, it's mourning. It's going through the process of mourning what happened and accepting it and being at peace with it. Because even in life, people do die. And there's nothing we can do about that. That's all a part of life. And we do mourn, we cry, we sit and we think about them, and whatever. And we have, services or memorials and things for people, funerals, whatever. And it helps us process, but the idea is that we're souls living a mortal experience. We're not actually, we're just beings that are here to experience this. And then eventually we all end up, our soul goes someplace else. Where that is, who knows? But depending on what you believe and what you feel, but it's a process. This is a process. The High Priestess, 10 of Cups. Underneath all of this is your intuition. Your internal self knows what you need. And that's, a lot of us, because of the hubbub and the busyness of the outside world, the phones and all that technology. Honestly, it's so bad. It's not the technology is bad, it's the obsession with it. You know what I mean? And it's like you just never see people away from the phone. There's no human contact anymore. And I look back now and it's so sad how things, it started off being cool because it was a whole new thing. But then, I don't know, now you got AI. I don't know about all that. That's a whole different video. So, all right. So anyway, so your intuition is guiding you, but you have to pay attention to it. You have to stop and listen, and just quiet. Maybe meditate. Listen to very subdued music. biorhythms. I'm listening to biorhythms because it's just so it's interesting how it works on you. So try it, and then that's when you hear things. I have a story to go with that, but we'll do the Lover's card first. The Seven of Pentacles. It's a work in progress. You're start planting the seeds. Try a little this, a little that, and you've come so far. And you've grown to this point. And it's a daily process. But sometimes we plant seeds. It's not going to happen overnight necessarily. We have to be patient, but we have to be committed to it. Okay, so it's like taking stock and saying, okay, this is what I've done so far. What's worked, what hasn't worked. Let's try this. Let's see if this one works. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to try this. Or I don't want to live here anymore. Let's try living in a different city. Or, whatever. I was watching a video today, and it's a guy who does travel very quickly. It's a guy who does basically travel, and it's usually foreign travel. He's in these foreign countries, and now he's on this little, he bought a little moped thing, motorcycle type thing, and his name is Nanobytes Incorporated. If you're interested in watching it, he goes to a lot of different places. It's really interesting. Um, and he's in the Philippines right now. He's done with that, but he's in the Philippines. And the video I watched, it was today, and he had to stop to put sunscreen on because he burns easy, and he's driving through the Philippines, a lot of traffic. He was in the sun, so he stopped. He said, "I'll just pull over here." And behind him, and I'm not a particularly religious, organized religion person type thing. Nothing against it, to those who are into it, great. Um, I do feel like there's a higher power, but I don't know exactly, But anyways, that's neither here nor there. And behind him, of course, the Philippines, I believe, are mostly Catholic, I think. And so I could be wrong. If you're a Filipino or Filipino, let me know. I have a Filipino friend, and she's definitely Catholic, Christian. Um, and there was in the back was like somebody had painted, and it was a reading. And I grew up, I went to a Catholic school. I was raised Catholic, blah, blah, blah. And so I didn't know that. I mean, it showed it and it had it there. So I looked it up, but something made me look at it. He was talking while he was, doing his stuff and whatever. I immediately, my eyes went right to it. So that's what I mean by a subdued message. I saved it on my laptop, and I'm going to investigate a little bit more, but it was very interesting how that just stood out to me. Do you know what I mean? So you got to kind of have to pay attention to synchronicities and whatever. All right, moving on. Three of Cups. Three of Cups to me here is me, myself, and I with the Temperance card. It could be friends. You could be spending time with friends or your soul tribe. Maybe the soul tribe here. Oh, look, I didn't even see that. There's a little creature. It looks like a cat. But this Three of Cups to me is kind of like here you are, and unique as you are, everyone's unique. You have your two different sides, like your spiritual side, more of your internal intuitive side, and then your logical side. And it's like it's a good mix of all that, and it's mixing it together and just waiting for things, just letting the universe. I'm going to do my things here on earth, and I'm going to do my spiritual practices, listen to my intuition, and do what I need to do to move forward. And oh, I thought that scared me. I thought I went too far on time. But anyways, it's I see it as me, myself, and I. Everything's in balance. Little this, little that. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense to everybody. King of Wands. Seeing the whatever has happened, the King of Wands has a way of looking at everything and seeing potential in everything. Now, he's not going to accept everything per se, but it's like he looks at it and he says, I can see how this is a good lesson on how I can change this and make it lucrative in my life. Five of Pentacles, you're not losing something. What on earth? I swear those are cards that came out the last reading. I'm not losing. I'm not out in the cold. I'm gaining. I'm getting more stability this way. It's meditating. A lot of pentacles here. You may be changing jobs or getting more financial success. Whatever it is you're doing something independent of everybody else. And it's a decision that you've had a hard time making. But again, this is an intuitive card. It's not looking at the outside world. See how they're in the dark? Not looking at the things around you, how this could change this. It's changing yourself internally. That's going to lead you to, there's the Three of Pentacles, leading to mastering yourself, your craft, the Queen of Cups, taking care of yourself, getting yourself out of whatever mental prison you have placed yourself in, seeing things for what they are, the truth, and everything is going to be in balance. And underneath that is the Lovers again. So you are, you're changing internally. You're changing, wait a minute. I was going to use the Higher Self Oracle. I'm going to do Echoes of the Soul. Spirit is guiding me to use Echoes of the Soul. It's the end of a cycle. So just realize whatever's happening is happening for a reason. And it's just kind of going with the flow. You know, I'm just going to kind of go through my life and do what I need to do. And then maybe try some new things. Do a little soul searching. Maybe read a book on that. Again, do some meditation, even guided meditation if you need it. All right, let's see. What is the universe, Spirit? What do you have for the collective? What is it that can help them moving forward? Oh, this one's sticking out, and Spirit said that one. Hidden room. You locked it away for a reason, but now it's time to remember. Again, this is yesterday's reading was about the past. Check out that reading, which I'll put that up on the screen here, yesterday's reading. So I think it's going to be on that side for you. It's backwards. So it'll be over here somewhere on the, you'll see it if you're still here. You locked it away for a reason, but now it's time to remember. It's time to deal with something. Train departing. Not every ride is meant to wait for you. Sometimes missing it sets you free. A train. I live near a train, so it whistles all the time, which is kind of cool. But on the other side of this complex, man, it is loud. It's loud over here, but I can. Anyways, there may be something that you thought you were supposed to do, and the universe has you've been derailed. Ooh, that just hit me. You've been derailed for a reason. Change is happening because you're meant to go on a different journey, a different route. That's it. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, let me know down in the comments below. Smash that like button for me, please. Excuse me. It's like a little free tip. Allergies. A free tip, and it helps my channel. Energy exchange. That's what I say. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Whether you subscribe or not, even if you don't do the thumbs up, thank you for tuning in. I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope if you're not a subscriber, you will subscribe and join the tribe and be part of the community. Right? Thanks so much for tuning in. I love you all. So check that video out. And as the video's been going up at the top, there's other videos. But check out my other videos. There's some other daily shuffle videos from before this. So check it out. All right. Thanks so much. I love you all. Peace out.